Bounce. It's one of my favorite segments here. We have my very own personal designer, David Washington. Good to have you here with us. He was just a few seconds ago. You couldn't see it. He was straightening up my pocket square. He said, I got to hook you up. That looks bad. It's always good to have you here. And we're going to specialize today on talking about care for shoes, which I think is hugely important for men to really get used to and kind of get into like some type of balance about when you do it, when you don't do it. Let's talk about the shoe thing.
Well, one thing about shoe care, it's very, very essential when you're investing in a nice pair of shoes. You want to make sure that you do the things necessary to maintain and preserve the life of your shoes. And what I have here is just...
You got a whole lot of items over here. You know, a lot of people don't know that you have this much stuff goes into shoe care.
Absolutely, it surely does. And what we have here, just a few items that helps maintain and preserve the life of your shoes. For example, one of the things that I often recommend is when you purchase a pair of shoes, go to a shoe repair shop and have taps put on the heel. These are taps that you can get out of the shoe store, and what they do, they place them down at the bottom of the shoe, and what the purpose of that is to maintain the heel so that the heel doesn't run down over time. And what you do periodically is just inspect your heel, and as it wears down, just have them replaced. They're very, very economical. A few dollars and you're off and running again.
Well, you can't beat it. Now, I've seen people put it on the bottom of the heel, like here. I've got some on mine. I've seen some. Do they put it on the toe as well?
That's right. You also have that option. It all depends on the type of shoe. If it's a shoe that, and depending on how you walk in your shoes, if you're tending to walk with your foot forward, then it's essential to go ahead and have smaller taps put at the tip. To preserve the front and minimize the sole from wearing down.
It's all about making the shoe last a little bit longer.
Absolutely.
Maybe a whole lot longer. All right. Now, what else you got here?
We also have polish. Polish here is very, very, very important because one thing about your polish, it helps preserves the leather. It helps when you're dealing with inclement weather, rain, sleet, and things of that nature. You have the ability with properly polishing your shoes to preserve the leather, thus extending the life of your leather as well.
Okay, and what you got here?
This is called a shoe tree. This is a shoe tree, a cedar shoe tree, and I strongly recommend this as well.
Cedar, because I've seen other ones that are plastic or whatever the case may be, but why cedar?
Cedar, because of the wood, cedar, it has the ability of withdrawing moisture from your shoe.
Oh, okay.
So if you're wearing your shoes throughout the day and once you get in for the evening, it's also important that you take your shoe tree and place it in your shoe, and what it does over a couple of hours, it pulls the moisture out of the leather, thus preserving the leather and also extending the shoe so that it minimizes the cracks in the leather over time. So shoe trees, particularly cedar shoe trees, are essential.
Absolutely. Okay, I got to get some of those, and not too expensive either, right?
Not expensive at all.
All great tips. Nobody likes to see a well-dressed man in bad shoes, right?
That's right.
All right, tell them where they can talk to you about different things.
If you have any questions, you can feel free to go to my website. It's www.dwdesigns.biz. That's B as in boy, I as in ice cream, Z as in zebra. dwdesigns.biz.
All right, David, always a pleasure to have you here.
Pleasure's mine,
looking sharp as always.
Thank you.
Man, she looks sharp too.
Always.
She's always a sharp dresser.
Always.
B.
Thank you, Delano. Coming up here, singer